What up, what up? It's your man ES the Hermit Star back again with another video. Now I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Gemini. So if you have Gemini anywhere in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you, right? If you would like to book a personal read with me, you're able to do so by shooting me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this video and every video. Just be mindful that there are scammers out there. So if there is someone pretending to be me, offering you readings, offering you any service that I don't provide, it is a scam. So be mindful of that. Ooh, we got a lot of cards here, or it seems. Let's see how this fits for you, Gemini. All right, it'll fit. One of them got naked bodies on it, but we'll get there when we get there. We start with the Five of Cups. This is you mourning something. This is you regretting something as well. Gemini. You know, I understand the feeling of mourning, regret, defeatism in general. I understand all of that, but the crazy thing about this card is you see these two cups that are standing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we lost three here, but you still got two that are standing. And this, how to get out of this mindset is you got to focus on the good. I know it sounds cliche and all that stuff, but cliches are, you know, cliches get a bad rap, by the way. I think most of them, but you know, that's podcast talk. Link in the description box below. But nonetheless, it is a cliche. Focus on the good, blah blah blah. I get that, but it's true. It's true. Like you've got to focus on, and I'm gonna put this closer. I know the glare probably makes it kind of hard to see those two cups, but right there, where my finger is, right there. You know, those two cups are still there, and they're still filled with whatever that you had your cups filled with. And even if those two cups aren't filled, guess what? You still have two cups that probably aren't dirty, probably aren't cracked like these ones if you were to pick them up. And again, they're toppled over. So you can still fill them up with whatever and then move forward from there. So I would say stop dwelling on the past. You know, it just seems as though this reading, you got a couple more cards here, but it seems as though you're dwelling on the past about something. All right. Your next card is the Knight of Swords in reverse as well. So, again, someone who is very aggressive, but this is not like aggressive in the sense of, like, it's not good aggressive. Like you're going towards something in a manner where it's going to benefit you. This is like tactless type of aggression where you're not thinking, you're just moving, you're not thinking, you're being very impulsive, you know, with your actions, and instead of taking the time to think and reflect and go within, you're just moving on an impulse essentially. And again, this is not what you want to be, especially after a situation like this, where maybe there's a loss of something. You know, you're mourning something, a loss of something, and you're like, okay, I gotta, you know, to get it back, I have to do this. And it's like the first thing that came to mind is what you're going to do. The universe is saying that's not going to work out for you. Your next card is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, this is someone who is, there's a lot of meanings to the King of Pentacles in reverse. It's financial ineptness, so like financial stupidity, to be honest with you. This is someone who can fall into hedonism. And someone who could be very shallow as well. I think that the regret here is more so, or the loss here, regret, loss, pretty much here, has to do more so with a loss of finances. You probably was very impulsive again with that Knight of Swords. You probably was very impulsive with finances, and now you're having an impulse reaction to how you think you're going to get out of it. There are no Pentacles cards here, to be honest with you. Well, other Pentacles cards except for the King of Pentacles that I just showed you. Your last two cards are not Pentacle cards, but at the same time, I think that part of your issue here, other than just a possible loss of finances, is your impulsiveness in general. And that's something that you may need to get in check in order for you to move forward in all aspects of your life, not just your finances. Again, if it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, don't make it apply. The card I'm trying to cover up right now is the Judgment card in reverse. So, unfortunately, because you find yourself in this situation, what you need to do is be more introspective. Like I was saying at the beginning with the Five of Cups, you are not focusing on what you do have, essentially. The Two Cups, or just what you do have. You're not focusing on that. And the Judgment card in reverse is someone who lacks introspection, who lacks the capability at this moment in time. Not saying that you don't do this at all, you don't know how to, or you're incapable of going within and again reflecting on what you do have, or just self-reflecting as well, but positively self-reflecting, because this is like critical self-reflection, like I'm stupid, I'm worthless, I hate myself type of self-reflection. This is not what you want to do. This is not the energy you want to be in. You messed up. You fell into an impulsive nature. All right, it's happened to me. It's happened to the best of us. That doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make you a terrible person. Doesn't mean that life going forward from here, I don't care how old you are. There's a bunch of people. Shout out to the OGs out there. The older folks, I'm gonna say, who are into tarot. But my thing is, like, if you're into this space and all this other stuff, and you're saying I'm 60 years old, I'm 40 years old, this, that, the third, you should be into this space with the idea that no matter what happened within your 20s or your 30s or your teens or whatever the case is, you still have the opportunity to make life out to be better than it is now, better than it was back then as well. I just don't understand why would you be in the spiritual space and still be on a low vibe type of situation. But again, that's podcast talk. Description box below for all that. Anyways, your last card is the Justice in reverse as well. So it seems as though for you to, you think you need to do in order for you to get these cups back, again, you're going to be on some impulsive nature, and you're just, the first thing that comes to mind you're going to do. But it's not going to be something that's right. It might be something scammy. It's dishonest work. You're thinking about doing something that's dishonest or not true to you, essentially, right? It might not be something that's against the law, but still, it's something that is not necessarily true to who you are, right? You might take a job that's not necessarily your calling, or not necessarily something you want to do, but you're like, I need the money, and you're going to go into that job with the most horrible attitude, with the most horrible service, and instead of waiting it out and actually either finding a position that you wouldn't mind doing or that you like doing, or just, again, finding another way to, get back what you lost, if that's your main focus. Instead of doing all of that, you again take the job that isn't for you, and then you're just a horrible person. horrible person to work with, horrible work employee to customers, horrible customer, all of that, right? Or again, it could be what I was saying before. You might do some dishonest work because that's the first thing that came to mind in order for you to get back the thing that you lost. I'm not going to encourage you to do anything other than I really think that you should go within, and before you make your next move, Gemini, you should really think about the consequences of said moves. That might be the title or something similar to that for this video, but that's all I have for you today for the general read. That was confirmation, I guess. But that will be the general read for today. Again, see if it fits in your life, it fits. If it doesn't, please don't force it to fit. Alright, this is not some type of energy you should want to latch on to because you bored in life. Alright, anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing. If you haven't done all of that, please do so. If you would like a personal read, you are able to book that by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this video and any video as well. Just be mindful that there are scammers in this community, unfortunately. So if there is someone pretending to be me, offering personal reads, offering any other service that I don't even provide, it is a fake. It's a scam. So just be mindful of that. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, Gemini. Y'all be well out there though. All right, peace out.